How's it going, everybody? I'm Enough for 40S.
And I'm Michael from 40S, and today we are here with Osé. Yes, sir.
What's up, guys?
Thanks for being on the show with us.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
So we want to get straight into it. For the people that don't know who you are, introduce yourself and let them know about you.
Okay, so what's up, everybody? My name's Osé. I'm an Afro-Soul artist, songwriter from Nigeria, but I'm in Brampton currently. Yes.
Okay. So you mentioned Nigeria.
Yes.
Shout out to the Nigerians.
Yes.
Shout out to the Nigerians in the panel. Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Nigerian supremacy.
But with you being Nigerian, how has
Yeah.
that inspired your music? I know that Nigerians are very prideful, and I know they put that into everything they do.
100%.
So how would you say you use that with your music?
Well, I make Afro-Soul. I feel like growing up, Nigerian especially, has definitely inspired my music in different ways. Because my dad, he was playing like P Square around the house. He was playing D'banj, Timaya, Olamide, Terry G, like all those guys, you know what I mean? Yeah, I'm telling you,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that was actually the soundtrack to my childhood. So in different ways, I feel like those sounds have also bled into my music. And even just like obviously growing up and discovering more music for myself, like guys like Fela and like Sonny Okonsu, Victor Wifo, like all these sounds, all these greats that have come before me. It's like, you know, they all just kind of come together to, you know, I guess fuel the not just the music but also like the message in some sort of way. And like even with the soul part, like obviously, you know, growing up like in Toronto and Brampton, Canada, all that stuff, it's like, you know, R&B scene is like a huge thing. So yeah, like it's all part of the music.
That's right.
Yeah.
Like that.
Mhm.
Like that.
Do you have like a top 3? Doesn't have to be Nigeria, but
Okay.
artists that you listen to that help with the Afro sound.
Well, that help with the Afro sound. Okay, definitely Odile.
Okay.
Love Odile. Wizkid, and I would say Thames. Yeah,
That's a strong top 3.
That's
a very
right.
strong top 3.
That sounds deep.
Yeah, Thames maybe, but yes, those 3, but not limited to.
Okay.
But you know,
Okay.
just those 3 for now.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, I was on I don't know if it was TikTok or like IG or something, but I had seen you post being like you know, like we're the generation that has to keep like our language alive.
Yes, we do.
You know what's crazy? Like I was deep in it the other day, and I'm like she's actually right, because like for like those of us like born like abroad or like living abroad, not really back home like that. Like I don't know what you guys like. I can speak like all right,
Yeah.
but like
That means that you can't.
no. Like,
That's what I'm getting from this.
me and my girl, we talking to that, but I'm not good enough to go teach my children. So like,
That's the problem.
yeah, it's kind of crazy, you know. How about you guys? Do you guys speak well?
Well,
I
I'm gonna pass
understand.
it to you.
I understand very well, but speak like when my mom not primarily will speak to me in Yoruba, and then I'll respond in English.
That's the problem.
Yeah, that's the problem.
That's the problem. Me personally, so my mom, she speaks, like my primary language is Isha, because I'm Edo. So that one I can speak and I understand.
Okay.
Right? But my mom, she also speaks Yoruba because she like, or at least her side of the family, like they grew up in like Yoruba parts of Nigeria, went to school there and stuff. My Yoruba, I would say, is like, it's there, but I don't know if I could teach it to my kids. You know what I mean?
Summer vacation is back.
Summer vacation. Yeah, no, summer vacation. Y'all spending time with your grandparents. You guys are spending time with your grandparents. But yeah, no, it's definitely something that I think about often, and something that like I think about often because it kind of scares me a little bit, because it's like, you know, our parents, like they can speak to each other in their language, like, you know, at least we're able to understand it. But it's like, what about our kids? Like they probably won't be able to Do either.
Honestly, they're gonna have to do like schooling for like.
Yeah, we spend a lot of time with
For a
grandma,
while, for a
grandpa. Yeah.
while. Yeah, no. But yeah, it's something that I think about often. So I hope we lock in.
Yeah.
No, we have
You
Yeah,
have to figure it out.
yeah.
And
so
then
like a what's it called, not just Nigerian, but like like African Learning Center.
Yes,
Yeah.
no, for
To speak
real.
like the
no,
language.
that's what they're doing,
Real.
bro. I saw on TikTok they're doing that with like AI.
You're lying.
Oh.
They're having the AI teach them these languages.
You're lying.
Learning like phrases and stuff like
Nah,
that.
chill.
That's mod.
Yeah. They can't do the accent
But
properly,
I
so
think-
I can't have
Get
them.
the AI out of here.
But you know what? I think at one of these like Ivy League schools, I don't know if it's Harvard or if it's Yale, but I heard that they actually teach like Yoruba.
I heard that as
Yeah.
well. I heard that as well. I think
Yeah,
Harvard,
yeah. It's Harvard, right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Harvard,
Yeah.
Okay, that's
So
good.
it's a
That's
start.
really good.
It's
Yeah,
a
that's
start.
a start.
You know?
We have to keep
Look
it
what
moving.
Afrobeats has done.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to know Ashak is.
When I have like these grown speaking like pigeon fat.
I know.
Yo,
Tell
but nah.
you.
But as someone who's kind of known you for a bit,
Mhm,
I've seen you in like your R&B like world,
mhm,
and like how amazing you were doing there, and then see you transition into Afrobeats. So like with like it was like JJC,
mhm.
I believe started off, and then you came with Machiavelli,
Yeah.
Big tune.
and now
Big
24
tune.
hours.
Yeah.
You know, so like
Mhm,
for yourself, how was that like transition?
mhm.
When did you kind of like decide to go crazy with Afrobeats?
You know what? And I gotta correct you because it's Afro-Soul.
Afro-Soul. sorry.
Afro-Soul.
Afro-Soul.
Okay. Nothing wrong with Afrobeats, but like I wanna get the genre specific,
yeah.
exactly, technicality. You know what I mean? For me, I guess like I don't know. I don't know if there was really a transition because like I've always been making Afro beats, but I feel like to get to a point where I was actually happy with what I made and was like, okay, I'm ready for the world to hear this was like a whole like different thing. So I felt like JJC was at a place where like it was ready, but also like it was a sound that I felt like was true to me, which is why I do use that, I guess, classification of Afro soul because it's like kind of the marriage between Afro beats and like R&B soul, which are two genres that I grew up on and are very prominent in like the music that I make. You know what I mean? Because if you do go through my catalog, yes, you will find R&B, you will find, like the Afro stuff. And people always ask me like, okay, so like are you fully into Afro beats or like do you do R&B? It's like, guys, is it the two I combined like it's just vibe, just vibe, just vibe. Like there's a something going on, you get, so just vibe, just vibe. It's Afro soul,
No, I
Afro
like
soul.
that. I like that
Yeah.
answer.
Yeah.
Yeah. And speaking of some of the tracks Enoch mentioned,
Mhm.
I know Machiavelli and 24 Hours have been going pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Did you expect, like, of course you're going to expect the song to do well, but did you
Mhm.
expect it to hit, like, I would say global acclaim like this?
Well, Machiavelli, I don't know if I expected it to get as big of a reception as it did because that was my first song to hit, well, it's past 1 million now on Spotify, but it was my first song to hit 1 million just like on a single platform by itself. I don't know if I don't think I expected that like well of a reception, but even on like Instagram, like it was going crazy and everything. So I'm grateful. And even with 24 hours, I think I always knew internally that there was something very special about that song. Because when I wrote it, like I don't even know. Like I wrote it like 3 years ago.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I wrote it 3 years ago, and every time I listen to it, like it just gave me that same feeling. Like there's something about this song that is just like so, I don't know, the message, the production, that it just came together so well. And I just felt like, you know what? Whenever it comes out to the world, it'll be the right
That'll
time.
be the right time.
So yeah, 24 hours, I knew internally, but Machiavelli I think was more of like a surprise.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I was telling Enoch, I have 24 hours on repeat.
Hey, let's go.
That
Support
track
the
is a
movement.
serious
Support the
track.
movement. Support the
Serious
movement.
track. So, okay. It's crazy that you wrote it 3 years ago, though. I would not
Yeah.
expect that.
Yeah.
Okay. So taking it back as well.
Mhm.
I know we talked a little about earlier how you went to York University.
Yes.
Did you study music? there,
No.
Or what did you take?
No, I took law.
Too long?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Damn.
Yes. I took law. But you know what? Every time like I took an elective, it was something to do with music. So whether it was like history of hip hop, whether it was like contemporary R&B and soul, women in music, like it was always something to do with music. I even took gospel choir. So yeah, music was always around, but it was not my major, like
Oh,
whatsoever. Yeah, I
okay.
took law. Go York Lions.
That's
Yes.
crazy. And so yeah, like doing music and like school at the same time I know that's not an easy
At all. And I was doing it in person.
Mm.
Yeah. So,
crazy. That's crazy. So
mhm.
like now that like you're out of school, you're graduated, um, what's the plan now? Now you got the time, now you got the time to, like fully go into your craft.
Yeah, I know. Honestly, um, it's liberating, but at the same time, like, I don't know, it's almost like I don't know how to explain it, but you're just so used to like having a schedule and like having to wake up early for class, and it's like, okay, like my week, it's like, okay, I got class this day, I got class that day. So now you got all this free time, and it's almost like, well, shoot, I don't know what to do in all of this. So it's like,
Yeah.
times where I am home, like I really do just try to like keep myself occupied, whether that's like, I write a lot, I have my own setup at home. So like recording at home, I have a lot more time for, and like going to the studio, like, doing shoots and like going to shows and kind of just like, I guess, discovering who I am outside of being a student.
Fair.
Because I feel like it's very easy to attach most of your life and
Yeah,
identity to
yeah,
that. So it's like,
100%.
okay, what else can I do with myself apart from school, Or what other things am I good at or do I have interest in? So it's just been a lot of like self-discovery.
Yeah, it's very important
Yeah.
because I know during school, I feel like you change so often.
Yeah.
Like, did you do 4 years?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, so like your first 2 years are completely different from your last 2 years,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and then your 2 years once you're done is completely different from the 2 years
Exactly.
before.
From
So
those, trust me.
there's a lot of change. Okay. So we saw you recently went to Billboard
Yes.
Women's event. How was that experience like?
So, I went to two Billboard events. I did Women in Music, which was in Canada, and then I did Billboard Power Players, which was in New York. And Power Players was amazing. Got to connect with a lot of really great execs. I got to see some legends too. Wu-Tang accepted their award. Got to see Punch from TDE accept his as well. Leon Thomas. Odile accepted African Rookie of the Year, which is Billboard's first time like creating an award like
Shout
this.
out.
So
Mhm.
yeah, you about to see first woman
Hey.
accepted, first woman
Yeah,
accepted too.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah.
Yes, just now. Raven Lene accepted hers as well. Cardi B was there too. She accepted hers. There was just a lot of like greatness in the room. It was very inspiring. And then Billboard Women in Music was honestly just as great. Especially like having something like that here,
Yeah.
I think is really cool as well. This is their second time doing it. And I was honored to also be one of the artists that they spotlighted too,
Hey,
amongst,
congrats.
a few others. It was really cool. But yeah, I got to see Wonder Girl accept her award
Shout
too,
out
which
She's
was
Wonder
been
Girl.
she's been
shout out
holding us
Wonder.
down.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know she's been going crazy.
Yeah.
Remix alumni too.
Yeah, I
No?
know. It's crazy.
Yeah, we going
Shout out Remix, man.
crazy. Shout out Remix. But yeah, no, honestly, just like very inspiring. And it was, yeah, just cool to be amongst like, great people that are doing crazy stuff.
Stuff.
Yeah.
100%.
Doing.
So you've been doing a lot of shows recently,
Yes.
and you have another show coming with Toby. Yeah. So like,
Yes.
how did that come together?
So first of all, shout out to Toby because we actually, well, he graduated years before me, but we went to the same high school actually.
Word.
Yeah,
Oh,
in
oh.
Brampton, and he's Nigerian, so it's a very,
There you go.
full circle moment.
Nigerian.
You get it, like I said, Nigerian
Shout out to the
supremacy.
Nigerians. Yeah.
Nigerians, we have to come back.
You guys are down 3-1 right now.
But no, literally, Toby, like that's my guy. Like we've worked together before too, like in the studio. Like we've created some records together, and so like we've always just like kept in contact.
Yeah.
So he literally just hit me and was like, "I'm having like my homecoming show in Toronto, like, I would love if you could open up. I was like, hell yeah. So yeah, November 13th, y'all get your tickets.
And then where will you be performing?
You said what will I be
Where?
performing? Oh, where? At the Opera House.
Opera House. Okay,
Yeah.
okay, nice.
Yeah.
And with that, actually, can we expect new music at
Oh,
the?
100%.
Yeah,
100%. I'm actually going to be performing some songs from my project that are now. So got a few surprises up my sleeve, which is why I said y'all gotta buy your tickets, man. Like,
Get those tickets, man.
Yeah.
That for real.
exclusive.
That for real.
Okay.
100%.
All right. So, and then with the new music, can we expect an album, an EP this year, next year?
Definitely EP.
Okay.
My debut EP actually. Coming next year. So I'm very excited for it. Yeah, it's gonna be some dope records, dope features. So y'all be on the lookout.
I'll be there.
Period.
I'll
Be there. Be there. Be there. Be there. Hear about it.
And so, can you tell us like a little bit of your creative process? Now that like I feel like you're in a really good space right now,
Mhm.
right? And so like for you when you're approaching like a song or like a beat or just being creative, like what's your process going into like a session?
For me, I freestyle. Like not most of, all my records are freestyles. I love just like, spitting melodies like on the beat. Sometimes like lines will come out. But yeah, usually I don't ever really like think of a concept going into a song. I feel like once I put the melodies on, like the song almost like builds itself. And I kind of just put it together. You know what I mean? Like that's the best way that I can describe it. But yeah, that's usually how it goes.
Let's hear freestyle.
Yeah. Let's see your freestyle, okay?
I'm not a rapper, man.
Let's see your freestyle, okay?
If Buffalo makes me a beat, I'm on there.
That kills me. For my last question, I wanted to ask about your squad. And basically, what I mean by that is you talked about Brampton, you talked about Nigeria, you talked about the people you worked with. So it sounds like you have a very strong community around you, and how I'd represent that is calling them the squad.
Yeah.
So how do you feel like the squad kind of influences you, your decisions, your music, and then just you as a person?
Shoot. I have a lot of I'm very lucky to have like people around me that just believe in my vision and that just support what I do, like from my team to my parents. Like, I have a lot of love and support around me. I feel like when it comes down to decision making, like, bro, my mom is one of the most opinionated people ever. Like, you know what I mean? But I really do like value her input and just like anything she does have to say. Like I used to live in Manitoba actually. Yeah, I did. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's cold
Yeah,
up there.
it's very
It's cold up there.
cold, very cold.
In the toe?
Yes. That's what they calling it now?
Oh, I don't
But yeah, so like when we were there, like she was music director for our church choir. So like I was always going with her to practices and stuff. So like I guess yeah, I just have a lot of love and support around like, what I'm doing, like even down to my team. Like shout out Jeff, shout out MVK team, RCA team. Yeah, it's just a lot of love and support here. So I feel very not lucky. I feel very blessed to, just have it around me. And yeah, it's great. Feels good.
Glad to hear.
That's sick. So like with African parents, it's always one side or another when it comes to anything
Yeah.
outside of the top three:
Yeah.
doctor,
Lawyer,
lawyer,
engineer.
engineer. And so that's it's kind of like good to hear. More I'm even finding that more so like these days, like African parents are really with the creativity and pushing their
100%.
kids to like pursue like their dreams as long as they have a plan.
Yes.
And so like it's pretty cool to hear about your support system.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, because it's funny you asked about studying music because I wanted to go to school for music.
Same.
You too?
Yeah, I took criminology. So
Okay.
yeah.
But
Crazy.
yeah, like, I wanted to go to school for music and everything, but my mom, I guess, like, obviously she supported my career and everything, but I think for her it was like, okay, there's nothing that you, I guess, take in school that you're not going to learn already being in the
So yeah.
industry. So it's like, why don't you take something that's going to like almost cushion you or like, act as like a backbone for what you're already doing, which is why I took law because I was like, okay, motherfucker's not going to be able to,
I chat you after that.
you get
Yeah.
me? Like you slime, shady nothing. So yeah, like I feel a lot more, I guess, like confident, like when I walk into rooms and it's just like, yeah, like I know what's going on. So it's kind of cool.
That's dope.
Yeah,
That's dope. Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I want to say thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having
Really
me.
appreciate
Stay
it.
in the building.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Can you just shout out for your socials for the people?
Yes, make sure y'all catch me on everything: Instagram, TikTok, X, everything at the official Osé. So that's the official OSE. Catch me. Yeah.
Yeah, sir. That's it. Thank you so much again.
Mhm.
And we'll be back soon
Yes, sir. We've been your hosts,
Bye, y'all.
Enoch and Michael. Let's get it.
for the squad.
Big 4.